That's right, it's a fully functional, operational, working ATM for every single version of Minecraft. Guys, of course, you could create user accounts, but if you really wanted, you could even create individual chests that will give you the items that you want just for your personal needs, you know, hey? Get it out there. You're going to notice it takes a little bit of time, but when this chest finally does come through, guess what it's going to have? It is going to have the diamonds we require right there. Hey there guys, Skippy here for Skippy 6 Gaming, guys, coming to you from tutorial land with tutorial love. And yeah guys, we are going to be doing this working ATM that works on every single version. I have done a tutorial for this part here before on console, and I ended up going back and forth trying to make sure it worked on all versions. So what I did was I digitally remastered the front so that it's down to one little thin sliver instead of having a whole room. First things first, this works on console, I know how, because as you can see, it is playing in the background, works fully 100% on console edition, as well as Bedrock, as well as Java, as well as everything. So what you do notice is this one's a lot smaller in the front, making it more like an ATM because it will just go there. It could just literally, this is all that will be out of your wall. And yeah, so for this one here, guys, let's go for 383 likes. If you're one of those dudes, hit me up in the comments because I love to hear from you. We have Aussie Flip Tia, or no, Aussie Philip Tia, yeah, new subscribers in the house, and we give them a shout out. So let's tell you what you need, guys. I'm gonna pop this guy open right here. For this build, you're gonna need one sign if you want to put the sign like me, 9 redstone dust, 1 dropper, 1 wooden button. I just put wood because it stands out on the brick more. You could use stone if you want. 2 detector rails, 3 redstone torches, 3 redstone repeaters, 13 regular rails, 10 powered rails, 3 comparators, 3 redstone blocks. You're gonna need an anvil and some paper and some stuff to rename so you can put your blockers in. I forgot a hopper, so you're gonna need 22 hoppers as well as 3 hopper minecarts. This, of course, guys, is going to make you a 3 stack, which is 3 separate cards for 3 separate items. And that said, when I did this tutorial for the back part here, I made a few, not necessarily errors, but there was some things I left out for people that if I were to tell them, it's gonna make their day a lot easier. So when making these tracks back here, guys, it is important, again, I didn't reference this in my first one, to not have any blocks beside this. This has to be a clear, wide open area with your tracks on the ground with no blocks next to them. If you were to put blocks next to these guys anywhere around here, the power would mess up the tracks working the way that it works. So if you really want to see, so basically our last one here is diamond, so diamond is the last one down here. So watch what exactly happens when we put diamond in. We put our diamond in, we press our button. What's going to happen is it's going to send this to the third one here. It's going to say, hey, he wants the diamonds. Once it gets through here, it sends the diamonds up. But notice it does a little bouncing effect and comes up. Again, once you're here, you could go ahead and it will automatically go back to where it goes because it will bounce, basically, off of every one all the way back, and you're good to go. The longer it is, the longer it takes to get to the front. And yeah, so start off with the wall. This is just 7 wide. Let's just do this. This is kind of the easier thing. Also, guys, what I did here was on the end of this whole thing, I recommend throwing a chest. This way, if someone were to try to spam non-card items in here, it wouldn't mess up your system. If you didn't have this chest here, it could clog up the end one. The person would have to be there for a while, but having the chest on the end really does save it. So those 2 things are the changes from the first one, in addition to the straight line. So what we're going to do is have your 7 wall, and on the 7 wall, go 1 down behind it for these 6. So the 6 to the left, make sure you go 1 down behind it, and keep going back. Once you get to the 7th one right here, go down 2 and extend it 2 past the wall. That's the easy way to do it. That's the simple math right there. We're gonna go 2 deep for the last one on the wall and the 2 to the right, and then 6 here, 1 deep. Let's start our path. We're gonna start in the front. We dig out this hole right here. Simple enough. It's gonna go under the wall. Once we get to this side of the wall, there's 3 blocks to the left, leaving you 1 hollow on the side. Then we are gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks exactly sideways. Both of these guys are gonna have 3 blocks leading to a block up, just like this. 1, 2, 3. If you wanted to keep going further, you would follow this exact pattern. 1, 2, another one here, and keep going forever and ever. So now that we've done this, let's start putting some stuff down. So get your dropper. Dropper's gonna be right here, right? We're gonna go ahead and put that backwards. drop her backwards. Let's go to the front. Let's go ahead and put our button crouch placed right here. Actually, you don't even have to crouch place it. You just put it there. In addition to that, we're going to want a powered rail right there. That's going to be sending the cart off. So let's start our track. We're going to bring this guy out. And we're going to curve it. Once we curve it here, this is when things start getting a little wonky. Let's go ahead and grab our redstone blocks. And we're just going to place down a redstone block first turn after each one. So let's go here. First turn after each one. First turn after each one. So that means that we are going to have powered rails on those guys. In addition, we are also going to have powered rails at the ends here. So we could just put those down now. Again, we'll change the way that those rails face after the fact. Then what we're going to do is drop down one more powered on each side of them, just like this. And then you can actually grab your regular rails and start joining them down. Just like that. Perfect. So what we want here is for this guy to curve this way. You're going to see that. It's important. So what we're going to do right here is actually, look at that. On the last one here, you don't need a detector rail. So what we're going to do is we want this to curve this way. So put this guy down first like this. See? Perfect. And then over here, do the same thing. Perfect. So now let's grab our detector rails. There's two of them right here and right here. Looks good. So now let's start doing a little bit of redstone love. The redstone love is not very difficult in this. It's actually quite simple. Let's start off with right next to this guy. So grab yourself your hoppers. Hoppers are a thing. And yeah, Skippy didn't bring his hoppers for today. What are you doing, Skippy? You're a noob. Okay, we'll take our dropper out of here because we don't need it anymore. So these first hoppers are a little bit of a pain, actually. So what you're going to do is break this guy out, throw a hopper in the ground, crouch place, hopper into him. Believe me, that's the easiest way to do it. I'm telling you, I built this thing 3 times today. So once we've done that, let's move down. Crouch place, hopper into that guy. Replace the powered rail. Over here, same thing. I literally stood for like an hour trying to put it in on the track, but didn't work for me. Go ahead and crouch, put it in. Now that we've done this, let's go ahead and fix our powered rail. Come to the back side here, grab yourself a hopper. This hopper is going to go into that hopper, just like that. Make sure you crouch or shift or whatever it takes for you. Hopper into that guy. Next one. Hopper into that guy. So we should feel good about it right there. So basically what we are going to do now is, let's swing this guy around. So once those guys are down, what we really want to do is make sure that this hopper right here is going to start going into this. So let's go ahead and grab our blocks, solid blocks right here, straight into it. Let's just do this. Looks good. Go ahead and grab your comparators. I should have them right here. These comparators are going to come out. 1, 2, 3. Feeling good, looking good. So now we're pretty straightforward stuff. What we're going to do is grab a block. Basically, these comparators are going to shoot into a block that does this, like this. Sounds good. Then they're going to go down a block. And then over here, we're going to have 2. See what we got going here? So far, so good. So we're going to grab our redstone repeaters. Redstone repeaters are going to go under here. Let's go ahead and as you can see over here, we want to make sure there is another solid block right underneath this comparator. So right there. That looks good to me. Let's put this guy here and then we'll get rid of our repeaters. This guy goes here. Redstone repeater under it. Perfect. Redstone repeater under. Redstone repeater under. Then we're going to put another couple redstone repeaters right here. And we're going to put these guys on 4 ticks delay. Very important to put those on 4 ticks delay or it won't work. Once we've done this, I guess we could change these just because I don't like the way it looks if you don't do it that way. Let's do this. So what we want to do is grab our redstone dust. Redstone dust here. This redstone dust is going to go right here and join these ones here. So let's go ahead and put these 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy enough. Now we're just going to grab our redstone torches and go ahead and put a redstone torch on this block underneath this hopper. Right there. Perfect. Let's do that on all of them. Right there. right there. So easy enough. Let's go ahead and we're just going to finish off one more little deciding factor here. You can see what it is right here. Basically, all we have to do now is put a hopper down. This hopper is going to go into, guess what it is, into this comparator. So let's go over here, crouch place, into the comparator. Make sure it goes into the comparator or you will be making a bad error. So that was the worst aim ever. So the other thing we can do is let's go ahead and grab these guys right here. So we're going to want to basically bring the hopper trail to this guy right here. So let's go ahead and you know what we're going to do. Actually, let's put that chest that I told you guys about. We're going to put that chest. The overflow chest will make you safer. So put this chest here and then just crouch your hoppers all the way to your dropper. And there you go. Look at that, all the way to the end, goes to your overflow bucket, and we're good. So the reason you need your anvil, guys, and the reason you need all of that is because you need to rename items. So what you're going to do is just go rename a stack of something. As you can see, I already have it right here, blocker 3. You could call it blocker whatever you want. Once we've done this, go to each one of these guys, go into this hopper, grab your blocker blocks, put 3 right there, and then put 18 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Go over here, do the same thing. You'll know it works because this comparator turns on. Let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, and then a whole bunch here, maybe somewhere around 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And come down here, last one but not least, same thing. This is actually going to round up pretty close to right if we just get rid of 1. And there we go. So now what you want to do, guys, is you want to create your cards. In the inventory, you can see I just took pieces of paper and I named it whatever I want. Jimmy, Skippy, John, whatever it is. And you're going to make 3 of them. We'll do John for this test pilot here, but you're going to need at least 3 per thing. So once we do that, we're going to go to the front. Actually, you know what we need to do? Let's go ahead and put our hopper minecarts on there. We're pretty much done, guys. I really like how I kind of re-angled the front here. It looks a lot better. So let's go ahead and put hopper minecart, hopper minecart, hopper minecart. Okay, so let's start with John. John's going to be the first one. So we're going to put one in that says John, like this. Press this button right here, and it goes. So what will happen is our minecart will come to us. Oh, the first one won't work. Why? The first one will fill. So the first one filled John. So basically, once it's in there now, we're good. So nothing is going to go down here except for John. So what you go back here is let's go ahead and put the second one in. So now this John one, it's going to go through when we press it. So now when we press this button, let's watch what happens. It goes through, it hits that, and it sends it out. So once it sends it out, we're going to do this. And the cart is empty. So we can put whatever we want. John can do whatever it is. He can send it back, and it goes all the way back to the back, bounces, bounces, and stays. Then, again, we are working. You're going to do this exact same thing for every version. You'll notice from this point forward, now that we do it, it's going to send the card back with us. There you go. That card that we just put in comes back, and there's the third card. Merry Christmas. And you just have a perfectly working ATM. Guys, you could store diamonds in it. You could store anything you want. It's completely expandable. Works on every single version. And there you go. Don't forget to smash that like. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for some more cool tutorials. Guys, look, right in your wall. If there was no glass here, this is all it would be. I think this is a real good storage system for like even individuals, you know, like you can have a card for valuables, you can have a card for whatever, but don't forget to smash the like before you go. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for some more redstone tutorials and stuff like that. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.